Section 1 Introduction. We're here to talk about a recent trend in the world of artificial intelligence, specifically the rise of large language models, LLMs, like GPT 3.5, GPT 4, Palm, and Bloom. These models have become popular due to their impressive language understanding capabilities, which allow them to follow instructions given by humans and provide appropriate responses. However, these models have a limitation. They can only respond based on the text input they receive. This is a problem because human interaction isn't just about text, we also interact through visuals. To overcome this limitation, some researchers have started converting images into text-like tokens, which allows these language models to understand images. But understanding videos is a whole different ballgame and is much more challenging than understanding static images. Despite these challenges, some progress has been made in enabling these models to interact with videos. However, most of the current models that can handle visual data, known as large visual language models, LVLMs, can only deal with one type of visual input at a time, either images or videos. Some models, like XLLM and Maca-LLM, try to overcome this by using a separate encoder for each type of input, but they don't perform as well as models specifically designed for videos, like Video-GPT. We believe this is because these models don't align the features of images and videos before projecting them, which makes it difficult for the model to learn how to interact with these different types of input. Recently, a model called Image-Bind-LLM has tried to solve this problem by aligning each type of input to a common feature space before processing them. However, this model has its own limitations, as it doesn't directly align the inputs and doesn't have any knowledge of actual video data. In our work, we introduce a new model called Video-LLaVA. This model aligns the representations of images and videos to a unified visual feature space before projecting them. This allows the model to understand both images and videos at the same time. To make the model more efficient, we train it on both images and videos at the same time, which leads to impressive results even after just one training cycle. Our model, Video-LLaVA, performs better than other advanced LVLMs on several image and video understanding benchmarks. It also outperforms IDEFICS80B by 6.4% on the MM-Bench benchmark. In terms of video understanding, Video-LLaVA performs better than Video-GPT on several video question-answering datasets. Our experiments show that aligning the features of images and videos before projecting them leads to better results. Additionally, training the model on both images and videos at the same time helps it to develop a unified understanding of visual data. In summary, we've introduced a new model, Video-LLaVA, that can understand both images and videos at the same time. Our experiments show that this approach leads to better results than models that can only understand one type of visual input at a time. In the next section, we'll discuss some related work in the field of large language models. When the commercial model ChatGPT was introduced, it led to the development of several open-source LLMs, like Llama, Vicuña, Alpaca, and Llama 2. These models were designed to simulate conversations between humans and AI assistants. However, they can only interact with text. Our model, Video-LLaVA, builds on the capabilities of these models to extend their interactions to images and videos. Section Summary. Recently, there has been a surge in the popularity of large language models, LLMs, like GPT 3.5 and GPT 4, which excel at understanding and responding to human instructions. However, these models are limited to text inputs, while human interaction involves multiple modalities like text and images. Previous attempts to enable LLMs to comprehend images and videos have been less successful, but our proposed Video-LLaVA model overcomes this challenge by aligning visual representations before projection, resulting in improved performance in both image and video understanding tasks. Section 2.2 Large Vision Language Models. We're going to discuss large vision language models, LVLMs, particularly when they're expanded to include images and videos. There are two main ways to do this. One is to use the LVLM as a scheduler, and the other is to use it as a decoder. When we use the LVLM as a scheduler, we treat different visual models as interchangeable parts. The LVLM then organizes these parts based on the specific requirements of the visual task at hand, much like assembling building blocks. Some scheduler-based methods focus on images, like Visual Chat GPT and Hugging GPT, while others, like ImReact and Viper GPT, can also handle videos. A key feature of these scheduler-based LVLMs is that they don't need end-to-end training, which means we don't need to align and jointly train each modality. On the other hand, when we use the LVLM as a decoder, we focus on aligning image tokens to the input of the large language model through several linear projection layers. However, this alignment is weak and doesn't take into account feedback from human instructions. To address this, MPLUG-OWL uses a two-stage training approach. First, images are aligned with language using an auto-regressive pre-training style. Then, instruction tuning is done using a human instruction dataset. As the scale of large language models increases, approaches like Instruct-Blip and LLaVA use larger human instruction datasets to train larger LVLMs. These models strictly follow the given instructions and then undergo end-to-end training using human instruction datasets, which gives the LVLM visual reasoning capabilities. Moreover, VideoChat-GPT has designed a 100K video instruction dataset, which has successfully enabled LVLMs to understand videos. VideoChat and Video-LLaVA achieve this by conducting joint training, allowing LVLMs to handle images and videos at the same time. Expanding LVLMs to additional visual modalities usually requires pre-alignment, as seen in Llama Adapter and Image Bind LLM. They bind other modalities to the image space through ImageBind's modality encoder. These models have shown that a unified feature space is beneficial for enhancing LVLM's multimodal reasoning capabilities. Unlike previous work, Video-LLaVA not only pre-aligns image and video features but also conducts joint training of images and videos. This helps LVLMs learn multimodal reasoning capabilities from a unified visual representation. Video-LLaVA consists of language-bind encoders to extract features from the raw visual signal, like images or videos, a large language model such as Vicuña, visual projection layers, and a word embedding layer. We first get visual features using language-bind encoders. These encoders can map different modalities into the textual feature space, giving us a unified visual representation. This representation is then encoded by shared projection layers, combined with tokenized textual queries, and fed into a large language model to generate corresponding responses. Our goal is to map images and videos into a shared feature space so that the large language model can learn from a unified visual representation. We believe that the same information can be conveyed through multiple media. For example, a running dog can be expressed through language, an image, or a video. Therefore, we can compress information from different modalities into a common feature space, allowing the model to extract information from a dense feature space. This facilitates interactions and complementarity between modalities. To achieve this, we use the modality encoders from LanguageBind, which align images and videos with the textual feature space. The process of generating responses by Video-LLaVA is similar to that of a large language model, like the GPT series. Given a textual input and visual signals, the input signals are encoded into a sequence of tokens. By maximizing the likelihood probability, the model ultimately achieves multimodal understanding capabilities. We dynamically conduct joint training on images and videos, where a single batch contains both image and video samples simultaneously. Section Summary. Large Vision Language Models, LVLMs, can be extended to handle multimodal tasks involving images and videos. There are two main approaches: treating LVLMs as schedulers, where visual models are treated as plug-and-play modules and scheduled according to task requirements, and treating LVLMs as decoders, where image tokens are aligned to the language model input. The goal is to enable LVLMs to learn from a unified visual representation, allowing for modality interactions and complementarity. Section: Understanding Training. In this section, we'll discuss the two main stages of our model's training process: understanding training and instruction tuning. We'll also provide details about the model settings, data used, and the training process itself. Finally, we'll share the results of our quantitative evaluation. In the understanding training stage, our model learns to interpret visual signals from a large dataset of image, video text pairs. Each visual signal corresponds to a single round of conversation data, which includes a question and an answer. The model's goal during this stage is to learn the basic ability to understand visual information. We keep all other parameters of the model constant during this process. Next, in the instruction tuning stage, the model learns to respond to different instructions, which often involve more complex visual comprehension tasks. The conversation data for this stage consists of multiple rounds. For each round, we combine the conversations from all previous rounds with the current instruction to form the input for that round. The model's goal remains the same as in the previous stage. At this stage, the model learns to generate responses based on different instructions and requests. For our model, we use Video-LLaVA version 1.5 as the large language model, and the visual encoders are derived from language bind. The text tokenizer is sourced from Llama, and we use two fully connected layers for the share projection layers. For the understanding training stage, we use a subset of 558K Layon CCSBU image text pairs with blip captions. The video text pairs are derived from a subset provided by Valley. For the instruction tuning stage, we use instructional datasets from three sources, including a 665K image text instruction dataset from LLaVA version 1.5 and a 100K video text instruction dataset from VideoChat-GPT. During the training process, we resize and crop each image to a size of 224 x 224. We sample 8 frames from each video, and each frame undergoes image pre-processing. The data in each batch is a random combination of images and videos. In the first stage, we train for one epoch with a batch size of 256, using the AtomW optimizer with a cosine learning rate schedule. In the second stage, we reduce the batch size to 128. Our model, Video-LLaVA, performed exceptionally well in our quantitative evaluation. It achieved the best performance on 8 out of 9 image understanding benchmarks, and ranked second on the other. We also evaluated our model on 5 academic image question answering benchmarks, where it outperformed the state-of-the-art model Instruct Blip 7B across all 5 benchmarks. Video-LLaVA also showed competitive results compared to several more powerful LVLMs. We also evaluated our model using several benchmark toolkits for visual instruction tuning. Video-LLaVA outperformed INSTRUCTBLIP7B on MM-Bench, LLaVA Bench, and MVET. It also demonstrated advanced performance compared to larger LLM models. These results show that Video-LLaVA has a strong understanding of the semantic aspects of scenes, enabling it to answer open-ended and free-form natural language questions about images. Section Summary. In the training process, the model goes through 2 stages: understanding training and instruction tuning. In the understanding training stage, the model learns to interpret visual signals in a dataset of image, video text pairs. In the instruction tuning stage, the model learns to provide responses based on different instructions, involving more complex visual comprehension tasks. The model settings include the use of Video-7B version 1.5 as the language model, visual encoders derived from ViT-L14, and a text tokenizer with approximately 32,000 classes. The training data consists of image text pairs and video text pairs from various sources. The training details include image and video preprocessing, batch size, optimizer, learning rate, and other hyperparameter settings. The model's performance is evaluated on image understanding benchmarks and benchmark toolkits for visual instruction tuning, where it outperforms state-of-the-art models and demonstrates strong understanding capabilities. Section: Zero-Shot Video Understanding. Understanding videos without prior knowledge. Understanding videos without prior knowledge is demonstrated in our research. We've evaluated the ability of large video language models to answer questions about videos using 4 different datasets: MSVDQA, MSRVTTQA, TGIFQA, and ActivityNetQA. This evaluation process is similar to the one used by VideoChat-GPT. We used GPT Assistant to measure the accuracy and score of the models. Our model, Video-LLaVA, consistently outperformed VideoChat-GPT, another advanced video language model, in terms of question answering accuracy. In fact, Video-LLaVA exceeded VideoChat-GPT's performance by 5.8%, 9.9%, 18.6%, and 10.1% on the MSRVTT, MSVD, TGIF, and ActivityNet datasets, respectively. We also compared Video-LLaVA with the latest state-of-the-art model, and despite using more datasets like Mimikit, Video-LLaVA still showed competitive results, outperforming the other models on the MSVD, MSRVTT, and TGIF datasets. These results confirm Video-LLaVA's ability to understand videos and provide contextually appropriate responses based on instructions. Showcasing multimodal understanding. Showcasing multimodal understanding, we've selected several classic examples to demonstrate the multimodal understanding capabilities of Video-LLaVA. When it comes to understanding images, we compared Video-LLaVA with GPT-4. The first two images were analyzed by GPT-4, while the last one was analyzed by Video-LLaVA. The responses from Video-LLaVA were more comprehensive, intuitive, and logical compared to GPT-4. For instance, in the first image, Video-LLaVA was able to predict what was about to happen and identify that the glove was red and the ball was blue, something GPT-4 failed to do. For video understanding, we used videos from VideoChat-GPT, another advanced video language model. We found that the sentences generated by Video-LLaVA and VideoChat-GPT were very similar. However, Video-LLaVA was better at extracting key information from the videos based on the given instruction. Furthermore, Video-LLaVA showed the ability to understand inputs that consist of both images and videos simultaneously, thanks to a unified visual representation. These results demonstrate that Video-LLaVA can understand both images and videos, learned from a unified visual representation. Evaluating object hallucination. Evaluating object hallucination, we evaluated the ability of Video-LLaVA to hallucinate objects in a zero-shot setting, using a polling-based query method. Video-LLaVA showed competitive performance across three subsets: random, popular, and adversarial. Specifically, when compared to the 7B Foundation model, Video-LLaVA consistently outperformed MGPT across all three object hallucination evaluation subsets. Furthermore, when compared to the larger 13B language model, Video-LLaVA even surpassed Mini-GPT-4 comprehensively. This successful performance of Video-LLaVA in object hallucination detection confirms the consistency between unified visual representations and the generation of textual descriptions. Alignment before projection. Alignment before projection. To understand the performance degradation caused by separated visual representation, we conducted experiments to explore the performance of the language model learning from different visual representations. We defined the use of language-bind image encoder as unified visual representation, while the MAE encoder is separated visual representation, which is a well-known and effective image feature extractor. We only replaced the image encoder with the MAE image encoder of the same scale and kept the language-bind video encoder. We compared the united visual representation and the separated visual representation on 13 benchmarks, including 9 image understanding benchmarks and 4 video understanding benchmarks. Understanding images. Understanding images, the unified visual representation showed strong performance, surpassing the separated visual representation comprehensively across 5 image question answering datasets and 4 benchmark toolkits. We also observed a significant margin of performance improvement in the unified visual representation on the POPE, MMBench, LLaVA Bench, and MVET benchmark toolkits. This suggests that the unified visual representation not only enhances performance in image question answering but also provides benefits in other aspects of image understanding, such as reducing object hallucination and improving OCR capabilities. Understanding videos. Understanding videos. Due to replacing the image encoder with the MAE encoder, the video features and image features are no longer unified during the initial learning of visual representations by the language model. Compared to separated visual representation, the united visual representation significantly improved performance across 4 video question answering datasets. These results demonstrate that the unified visual representation can help the language model further learn and understand videos. Section Summary. In this section, the authors evaluate the video question answering capabilities of large video language models, comparing Video-LLaVA with VideoChat-GPT and a recent SOTA model. Video-LLaVA consistently outperforms VideoChat-GPT and demonstrates competitive results even when using additional datasets. The authors also explore the multimodal understanding capabilities of Video-LLaVA, showing that it outperforms GPT-4 in image understanding and excels at extracting key information from videos based on given instructions. Additionally, Video-LLaVA performs well in zero-shot object hallucination evaluation, and the use of a unified visual representation enhances performance in both image and video understanding tasks. Section 4.4.2 Joint Training. In this section, we aim to demonstrate the synergistic effect of using both images and videos during joint training. This combined approach enhances our language and vision models, LLM, comprehension of both media types by creating a unified visual representation. When it comes to understanding images, we found that both images and videos gain from being trained together, showing a mutual enhancement in visual comprehension. We compared our results with the language and vision model, LLaVA, by evaluating image question answering on a dataset called VisWiz. We focused on 3 key areas. 1. Predicting if visual questions are unanswerable. 2. Tasks related to understanding numbers. 3. Other tasks related to visual comprehension. Our model, which we'll refer to as Video-LLaVA, outperformed the original LLaVA in predicting unanswerable questions and number-related tasks. This suggests that training with videos helps reduce the misinterpretation of objects in images and improves the understanding of numerical information in images. We noticed a similar pattern on the LLaVA bench, where the inclusion of video data significantly improved the LLM's performance in complex reasoning and image conversation tasks. Moving on to video understanding, we tested our model on 4 different video question answering datasets. When compared to a version of Video-LLaVA that was trained without images, our model, which was trained with both images and videos, showed improvements across all 4 video datasets. This indicates that the joint training of images and videos enhances the LLM's understanding of visual representations.